All right, welcome back to the Run.down post-game show here on the Strickland YouTube channel. And if you are catching this stream on the Strickland Twitter page, hop over to YouTube so you can leave a comment and, interact with the rest of everybody over here. But Knicks win 112-99. Another, calm little Knicks blowout win. I was asleep for the end of the last game, so I didn't get to really enjoy the ease of the fourth quarter of what this game felt like. So, there's that. So I was able to enjoy this one.
My man is finally admitting he's washed. He stood up the entire game.
Now I had to stand up for the entire second half to really be able to watch this game. But yeah, I've reached that point in life. It's sad. This is
My
what
man got
working
the
full time.
stamina. He got a stamina of a father of two. It's crazy.
This is what working with kids does to you, man.
Bro, I get it.
It gets you exhausted. But Knicks win 112-99. Very good game from a lot of players, I would say. We got some injury concerns that we will discuss. But yeah, I mean, things started off with Randall having one of those halves versus the Kings as was expected. I almost actually put a parlay in, and thank God I did not put my money on that because it would have definitely lost with how he performed in the second half, which we will get to. But yeah, he had a really strong first half, making quick decisions, shooting the ball well, just being overall dominant, looking very, very, very similarly to his 2021 form. And yeah, that kind of set the tone for the rest of the team, in terms of, just being able to. I mean, every time we play the Kings, it's just an annual slacking. So
it's a bonus, bro. Like,
yeah.
It's so I don't know what it is, but when he sees Sabonis, like maybe Sabonis said something to him in a game. It got to be some kind of slur. Like I'm trying to think about it. I'm like, why would you take one matchup so personally to the point where like every time you see a dude, you cook him? Like I don't know what he said, but whatever he said, I appreciate that for at least for the first half because that man put up 27 points in the first half. Like,
yeah,
dude, it was filthy. Like he was. Like right hand, like he was. I think that's the most points he's had in a half his entire career. Like what? I could not even make sense of that. I just had to laugh. And like my only words to sum up my thought were like, this is what the reparations that like Malcolm X was talking about. Because like, ain't no other way you could explain that. That was not of God. Whatever voodoo he got, maybe it's just Tibbs voodooing to keep his job. But like Randall has turned into like KD from the left if you squint hard enough. And especially in that good like free throw line floater range, like he's been cashed there. I think Press had the numbers. He's been shooting like 72% the last 10 games, and that went up tonight. I don't think he missed from that area. So that first half was just nuts.
Yeah, it was a very good first half. A little too good to be true because second half came and oh my gosh, second half came. It was not. I mean, the ejection. I didn't think like okay, like we was gonna lose the game, but I was like something's gonna happen in the second half because this is a little too good of a first half. But second half comes, he gets like hit in the face by somebody. I don't know who it was.
I think it was Sabonis.
I think he got hit in the face. He got really pissed and got into the ref's face. It was actually one of the rookie refs, and those guys, they're really quick with their whistles, so that's like something you don't want to test. But yeah, he got in that guy's face, and then it was an automatic like 2 T's, and he was out of there.
Yeah. To be fair, they needed that because that game was dumb. That was the worst ref game of the year by far. By far, it was the worst ref game of the year. Like they had a whole, like I think RJ had a layup, or like a shot, it went off the rim. They caught the rebound and they didn't reset the clock. There was another play where like dudes were just getting bumped in the head. They didn't call it fouls. Like Tom got tipped up. He got teed up once too. Like that was the worst ref game all year. And the Portland game,
I wouldn't say the Portland game takes the cake. Look, Jeremy Grant 28 free throws.
Okay, Jeremy Grant had 28 free throws. But at the same time, like It was shot clock off. It was just
Nah,
rookie
the
shit.
Jeremy Grant game will always take the cake for
No,
me as the worst ref game.
I understand that sentiment. I can like understand that opinion, but like tonight was just a different game.
Yeah, but yeah, it was another bad ref game. I'm glad the Knicks didn't really let that really like take control of the game, because I feel like that's what happens a lot of times with the Knicks when they play these games that the refs are heavily involved in, or at least they're like too inconsistent with the way they're calling things. I'm glad that the Knicks did not allow that to take control of things. But Julius really got heated there. He got ejected. But his ejection allowed for some fun lineups for us to see for an extended run of time, which I was kind of happy about. It didn't come in the most ideal circumstances, but I will take it, and it led to a win nonetheless. And it vindicated guys like us who are always
Yeah,
clamoring for these lineups.
I
And
it was
Thibs
good.
was forced to do it. So
Dips was forced to play RJ Barrett the entire second half. I don't think you forced anything. He
he was
played
also
the
forced to play him with like the young guys.
he played the entire second half.
That's
Yo, Cam
insane.
Reddish is gone. Like Cam
I don't
Reddish
know,
is
like how do you
gone.
not play like that's like that seems like the most ideal time to play Cam
Dog.
Reddish.
Like, take this into account. Okay, so Julius gets ejected. Mitch is limping the entire game. Brunson gets hurt, and
And Cam
Cam
Reddish
Reddish
still
did
can't
not
play.
play.
He still couldn't
It's
find any
over.
minutes.
That trade is getting punched in at 12:01 on December 15th, whatever it is. Because there's no way in that situation where like Tom Thibodeau, the ultimate I want to win coach, would not play Cam Reddish even like 5 minutes to give RJ Barrett a breather. Like that's got to be a FO mandate. That's something right there, dude. Because wow, he went to an 8-man rotation and just went, all right, RJ Barrett, you gonna earn this bottle service tonight. Like you want to be the club? Bet this is how I'm gonna get you.
Nah, but like he really didn't play Cam, and I wasn't surprised. So I was like, damn, like it's really like that. Like even a blowout against the Kings, like he can't get some run again with he can't get some run with like Deuce and like IQ and Grimes. Like that would have been fun to see. At least to me, it would have been fun to see. And to me, Cam didn't really like have that gruesome of a stretch where it warrants like him getting like such like harsh DMPs like this. Like he had like I would say like two bad games, and like the second one was definitely worse than the one prior, but I wouldn't say it warranted like this harsh of a cut. I think Derrick Rose was fully warranted of being cut out of the rotation. Like he was absolutely awful. But Cam, he still gives you that defense that you want, and that would make these lineups work, I think. And
Yeah,
you got
I
to
just got.
think, with Jalen Brunson, if he's out and if Mitch is hurt next game. I mean, we do have like some extended time between this game and the next game, so we'll see. But man,
Ferron Hunt will touch the court before Cam Reddish, dude.
Ferron Hunt is part of the New Orleans G League squad.
What? We
They
lost
they
Ferron Hunt when?
yeah, they traded him.
What?
They traded. There was a
What's
G League
that?
trade. The Westchester Knicks, they traded him to the New Orleans Pelicans squad. I think it's Squadron Supreme, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, but
You're
Squadron,
shitting me.
whatever. But yeah,
Wow. That happened last week. Where was
yeah,
I?
yeah. I peeped. It was like some low key news. Like no one really pays attention to it anymore because like Farron Hunt's not on the squad. But yeah,
All right, bro. Okay. Anyway, now that I know that Ferron Hunt is no longer in Westchester, that's fucking news to me. Shit was a week ago. What the? Okay. Anyway, but yeah, like, okay, fine. Steve Mikhailuk is playing before Cam Reddish at this point, dude. Like, it's got to be something. Cause I know that game against the Mavericks was bad, but it should have not been. It wasn't that bad, man. God.
yeah. I don't know. I don't
Um.
know. But yeah, all right. So we talked about Julius. He had a pretty good first half. You know, he's been having a pretty solid stretch of games lately. We'll see if this can continue.
I mean,
I have a
again,
lot of Suns mutuals that they've been hitting me up like, yo, let's get a deal moving. Like, what's up with that? So Suns fans, they fully
it's not.
bought in on the Julius Randle hype. I
It's
wonder if the
not.
Suns are even willing to like make a move for him.
I
But
think they
yeah,
probably go for like someone like Kyle Kuzma before Julius. I don't think the Knicks are trading him. Like straight up. Okay, let's like put this into perspective right here. Again, we had this conversation last
yeah,
time.
I know. I told
Last
my
time.
Suns mutuals, I was like, they're not trading him. I don't think the Knicks are gonna
Like
trade
they're
him.
not trading him, and he's probably making the All Star team. At this rate, if he keeps putting up these
Well, if the
double
East
digit,
keeps stinking like it does right now, I mean, Bojan Bogdanovic might make the All Star game too. Where he
I
been
think he's
playing
hurt. I think is he hurt right now? He might have been
on
hurt
the Pistons?
on the Pistons.
Nah, he
Oh,
he dropped nearly 40 today.
what?
Yeah, 38.
All right, man. Yo, this league don't make no damn sense. All right.
The league is drunk right now. Like the league is in prime drunk phase
The
right
thing is, like,
now.
this is the fun of the league, dude. Where like the random scrub, like the Pistons have a random scrub every year that like buys for an All Star spot. Um, then when they're in a dogfight with the Lakers are in a dogfight with the damn Pistons. I digress. But like, yeah, they're not trading him, and he's probably making the All Star team at this rate. And yeah, yeah, like, dude, even the biggest, like, the president of the fan club was like, all right, he could be good. I don't think he's going to be an all star again, but like, he's looking that way. Especially the Raptors keeps thinking that's like Siakam's like his only competition. So,
Yeah. I mean, for that backup four spot in the East. Cause
God,
yeah, the East is pretty bad when it comes to front court players after Giannis and Tatum. And they're not gonna give Banchero an All Stars bid in his rookie year because they
he got
never do that.
they never do that, and
If they do it
so
this year, I mean, shout out Banchero, but yeah,
bro, Luka Doncic should get a retroactive All Star just for that, because there's no way you look Banchero in and not fucking Luka.
true.
That's got to be some xenophobia to play. I don't know.
It's like a rite of passage that like they're just like you have to wait till your second year, even if you are like historically great, you have to be your second year to get an All Star bid.
Yeah, like, and even still, like, the last guy to get it was Blake Griffin, and Blake Griffin was so box office they had to give it to him, and the West sucked at that time.
Yeah,
So
but yeah,
like,
I
yeah,
think Randall's looking pretty solid. We'll see, if this continues. I mean, we have the perfect slate for him to continue this stretch of games with.
oh, you telling me the fucking Bulls have an answer for Julius Randle? You mean Pat Will and Vucevic?
Nope. And then we got the Pacers. Pacers are a sneaky team. I wouldn't sleep on them too much. They've been in a lot of competitive games, and Matherin, Nemhard, that young guard rotation. That's gonna be
The,
fun to see versus our young
they played
guards.
the Long Island Nets yesterday, and Cam Thomas let them up. I don't care about them.
I know, but I'm just saying I wouldn't like if I'm the Knicks, I'm just not sleeping on that matchup.
Look, I am cautiously optimistic that they win that game. Okay, I wouldn't sleep in it, but I think they win that game.
I think they win too. I'm just saying I wouldn't take them lightly.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, I mean, going back to the Knicks box score, we had RJ with 27, 9, and 6, Julius with 27, 8, and 3, Mitchell Robinson with 12 and 9 in 19 minutes due to foul trouble and just like being generally
Again
hurt, I think, for most of the game too.
They gave Sabonis, like, I ain't never seen Sabonis with a whistle like that, dude. That was a filthy whistle Sabonis got.
He
Like,
always gets that whistle against us, though.
He was bumping dudes. He was hitting dudes in the back of their head, and somehow the fouls on like Mitch, and it's like the refs were atrocious tonight, dude. Like they were bad. They were very bad, and just the fact that the Knicks were able to win the game just is like representative of like how good the defense has been, how good they've been as a team. But like the refs were really bad tonight. So
yeah,
man,
I mean, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I mean.
Also, apparently, from Tom, Jalen Brunson has a sprained ankle.
So he's probably not gonna play next game, I would assume.
Yeah, so I would assume it's probably gonna be IQ starting, which is interesting. I guess we can talk about that later.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, going back to the box score, yeah, Mitch with 12 and 9 due to injury, and I would say foul trouble. Overall, pretty good game still. I mean, for what it's worth, I mean, he was able to still play through the injury, which seems like it's nothing too major, which is positive. Because usually when
Yeah,
he's limping out there, it's like a concern of whether he's going to be, um, it's going to be something that keeps him out long term, as we've
I
seen in
kind
the
of feel like
past.
also he bitched Sabonis on the boards today. Like when he was in the game, Sabonis could not do anything on the board. Like he was just straight up go gadgeting dudes. And once again, 4 offensive rebounds tonight. Like also he made 2 free throws. Shout outs to Mitch. But yeah, like 2 blocks. He had that 1 block of Malik Monk at the top of the key where he just swatted that shit into the backcourt. Um, 5 of 5 from the field. Just another efficient night from him. And once again, like starting to like really find this groove. And this is again, I think, inarguably the best stretch of his career. After last year, where I would say like that point before he like got hurt with the back spasms, he was having the best stretch of his career as well. So like, if this is who Mitchell Robinson is, where like he can give you 10 points, he can give you 10 rebounds, he can give you 5 offensive rebounds and 2 blocks, then like that's the center you paid for. That's what this team is gonna need, and you can tell that like he makes a difference when he plays.
Definitely, I would definitely agree there.
Also,
Um,
Atlanta and Chicago going to overtime.
I just peeped. I just peeped. I'm seeing if anything was going to cash for me, but Zach
Oh,
Levine, shout out to him being Mr. Efficiency Man tonight. He's taking 11 shots. But yeah, Jalen Brunson, 18, 3 and 3. He had a pretty great start to tonight's game. He definitely looked like he came out of that slump that he was in. Maybe you saw my tweet about him, me calling him a Keebler elf. Maybe not. But only 27 minutes tonight. I would say that's mainly due to just like injury concerns. He had that
yeah,
nasty fall
in the first
in
half.
in the first half, and then he had like what was it? I think Davion Mitchell fell on his foot
Yeah, in the
in
second,
in the
sprained his
second
ankle.
half. So he has been going through it. I mean, this doesn't even talk about the ankle sprain that he had. What was it, like 2 weeks ago or a week ago? And then
Yeah,
his quad was, he injured his quad too. So he has been going through it. I think this stretch is perfect for him to rest, give IQ and Deuce more run. Um, and yeah, just see what you got there.
yeah. I would like to see who plays if like. Do you think it's gonna be Rose? It
Hell
can't be
no.
Rose. It
Hell
cannot be
no.
Rose, dude. Like
You
it had.
can't do that.
Is Archidiakono like available?
He's
I wonder
hurt.
if he's hurt right now, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
hurt.
Okay.
He's in street clothes.
Okay. So you're looking at Evan, who I don't think is gonna play. Can't like okay. So it's Evan, Cam, D Rose. It has to be Svi. Is Svi
I
what
think
Kyler?
I think he puts Cam back in.
Mm,
I think he
mm,
does.
mm. If he didn't do it tonight, if he didn't do it tonight,
I think he'll
it
do it
had
to start the next game.
the thing is Svi. Okay, so like, man, I don't know. I think it's gonna be Svi.
Dibs has shown to be very unpredictable this year.
Yeah, I will give him that, but like, maybe they signed some dude for like a 10-day or something. I don't know.
Yo, that would be so disrespectful.
If bro, imagine like they're like, hey, bro, Carmelo, hey,
That,
you want your last right? You want your last dance?
that would be so disrespectful,
Cool. If
yo.
they bro, I need that though. I'll bust up the jersey one last time. I don't care how small it fits, but like, yeah, I can see that happen. They'd be like, hey, yo, Carmelo Anthony, come get your flowers, and then they just let him go, so they don't have to play Cam Reddish until the embargo and trades comes off. That'd be hilarious. But I think it'll be Svi. I don't think Cam Reddish is playing because if he didn't play tonight, then I don't think he's playing anymore.
We'll see. We'll see. Dibs he's been unpredictable, so I won't say exactly. I won't be too definitive with my prediction, but yeah. I mean, it's very discouraging for Cam at least. But before we get into more comments and talk about the rest of the game, which you guys will help us do with the comments, it's time for everyone's favorite part of these shows. The NBA season is heating up. When I am looking to get in on the action, I bet with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers can bet. Oh my god. Just $5 pregame money line on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. Check this out. Right now, everyone can earn up to 100% boost with DraftKings stepped up same game parlays. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, place a same game parlay, and combine multiple bets like which team will win, total rebounds, and more. The more legs you add, the bigger the boost, the bigger your shot to win big. Download the app now, sign up with code TBPN, place a $5 pregame moneyline bet on any NBA team to win their game, and get $150 in free bets if they do. That's code TBPN. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook, and minimum age and eligible restrictions apply. See show notes or show description for details. All right. Let's get into some comments. Ace Bouchard says vintage Randall tonight. It was very much indeed vintage Randall. It was also
And
vintage Randall in the second half of that game where we saw the vintage Randall
yeah.
versus the Suns from last year.
Hey,
I got
man.
so nervous when he got ejected because I was like, "Oh my gosh, deja vu."
I wasn't too nervous. I was like, okay, no, they had like a 17-point lead at the time, and I'm like,
No, it was like a 14-point lead when he got ejected.
yeah. No, I think they built it back up to like 17.
They did right after he got ejected, but like at
No,
the
no,
moment,
so like remember like they cut it to 11 and like Randall basically had like 3 straight possessions, but they doubled him and then they scored in 3 straight possessions, and then they got back up to like 16 or 17, and then he like got hit and then he got ejected, and then they cut it again and then they built it back up. But that lead didn't get lower than 10 the entire second half. So like I was like, like I'm like, who are you scared of in that team? Like Herder couldn't hit anything, Malik Monk couldn't hit anything, Davion Mitchell didn't want to shoot. Top 10 pick, by the way. Like, I don't know. I was just kind of like, nobody really scared me that game. Keegan Murray had it going, but like, you go put the ball in the hands of Keegan Murray to win you the game? I doubt it. And Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, look, when Randall got ejected, it was 85-72.
Okay.
And that's why a lot of fans were like, "Uh-oh, this could get ugly." Because we've seen these games get ugly where the Knicks have a big lead and something like that, just like momentum swing. But thankfully, the team was able to, Davis was able to ride out, what was it, like 20 straight minutes of RJ Barrett, whatever it was at that time. Like
he played the entire second.
That's insane, dog. Like, come on. Like,
yeah, like
you are like, I understand like RJ was like basically like pushing through it, but at like a certain point, you just gotta like give him a rest and like just play Cam for like 3 or 4 minutes and give him a breather. Like, what was that gonna do?
Grimes played the entire second half, and RJ Barrett played 23 minutes and 24 seconds.
That's insane.
So basically, he took like the last 2 possessions off, and Grimes stayed in.
That's
nuts.
Insane. Nuts. There's no need to do that when you have someone like Cam on the team.
At that point, it's got to be something where like,
did like Cam like spit on him or something in practice? Like, what the hell?
It's got to be a trade, bro. Like, they have to have something lined up for him immediately to the point where like they can't even play him. Otherwise, they're like, we might fuck up this asset. Because that's what I'm thinking. Because there's no other explanation for that. I don't know, man. Fournier is gonna be back in rotation. The devil's a liar.
Andre Cross says the year Randall was an all-star, they kept comparing him to Sabonis, and like MJ, I think he took that personally.
Which is dumb because Sabonis has never been better than Randall in his life except for last year. The most fraudulent all-star of our generation. Like, that man did nothing except for be on the 4th place Pacers and have vibes. And his second all-star game was because KD got hurt. That man is the middiest of mid. And they acting like, oh my God, he's such a all defensive bonus. Look at how he played on the stretch against Cleveland. Like, man, Sabonis can light these nuts, okay? I know the Kings have the whole beam thing, and they hold like, oh, light the beam, light these nuts, all right? Sabonis, mid, De'Aaron Fox, injured again. Oh my God, I'm so surprised De'Aaron Fox has an injury. Malik Monk, Kevin Herter, whack. Davion Mitchell, bust. Like, team sucks. We got love for Harrison Barnes, though. Harrison Barnes is solid. He been solid.
So just call everyone bums. I was like, yo, shout out Harrison Barnes.
Nah, Harrison Barnes is the quintessential solid dude. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Harrison Barnes, even though he can't shoot this year. But like, he's solid. He always been solid.
Jordan Bob says 30 was 30, even though he was going to have a career high game tonight. Deuce IQ, Grimes just masterful performance on defense. And Brunson had a good game, but worried right now about the foot injury. Yeah, I will say Deuce IQ Grimes. I mean, that's just like so much fun defensively, and like this is
Sims?
all we've been asking for.
With Sims, bro, like what do you do? That lineup is straight clamps.
This is all you've been asking for as a fan base, and like Thibs finally did it, and now some fans are like, oh, I don't hear anyone giving Thibs any like credit for this. It's like, no, we're not going to give him credit for doing what the fans have been begging him to do for like
who needs credit? Ario needs credit. Benji needs credit. Like
the Knicks fan base needs their credit for this. We have been clamoring for this forever, and it's finally happened. And wow, look at that 4-game win streak. Wow, what a surprise. Look. Another opponent held under 100 points again. How crazy is that it happened on the backs of young guys? Wow.
Like, this is literally like the Knicks going like, look around. Like, look at this. We created this. This is the Drake meme. Like, and if people would be like, oh, we should tank to play the young guys. This is why they can't tank. This is
because they're playing the young guys,
because
they're still able to win games. So, like,
dog, we're playing Jericho Sims at the 4, and we're beating teams by double digits. Like, Walt Perrin needs a race, and then he needs another race because this man has literally been cooking. My man is putting up double. Like, he putting up James Harden numbers, peak James Harden numbers in the draft right now. And you go get that man 2 first-round picks next year? Clipped. League is done.
I mean, we only scored 17 in the fourth quarter, but the fact that the team was still able to like maintain, I mean, they only allowed the Kings scoring 19. So, I mean, defensively, they were on it. And defensively out there on the court, it was lineups of Grimes, Barrett, IQ, Deuce, and like when Jalen Brunson got hurt, he was in there. Before he got hurt, he was in there for a little bit. They swapped him out. But other than that, it was like either Hartenstein or Sims in there. When Mitch wasn't on the court. So it's like it was mainly the young guys that everyone has been clamoring for them to give extended run. And defensively, that was one of their better quarters of the game. The best quarter of the game defensively. They only allowed them scoring 19 points.
Yeah.
And that's when the Kings were actually like legitimately trying to make a run because like we didn't have Randall, who was our leading scorer at the time. So yeah, I mean, this is what it looks like when you play the young guys and when the fan base, was right about something.
Like, thanks for doing the bare minimum. You don't deserve flowers for that.
Yeah, you don't get flowers for doing what the fans have been yelling at you to do.
Like,
and you've been calling the fans stupid.
I will give him his flowers for like the little bit of schematic changes he's made and like actually adhering to the data that's been in front of your face for 3 years. Like, okay, congratulations for doing that stuff. But like the things like, switching Julius, even switching Julius more, like that was a fan thing.
Yeah.
Like you talk to like Frank about that, and Frank has been like all that ragging for like 2 years, where he's basically like just switch Randall with everything. Like, so yeah, like I feel like a lot of the changes that like have been made is basically the fans going, oh yeah, we talked about that like 6 months ago. There was a whole thread on it. Look at Benji's threads.
Thibs has done. There's been threads by anyone from the Strickland KFS. Anybody that's done a thread. They've done a thread on something that Thibs should have done and is finally doing right now. But I mean, yeah, it is fun to see Deuce, IQ, and Grimes all out there defensively. I mean, just their activity on ball with them, just like never allowing their man to really get past them without a fight. Their hands always being in passing lanes, and just like disrupting shooters. It's just really fun.
Yeah, I just like, and it got to RJ too, because RJ had 3 blocks. Like, he had 2 blocks tonight, 3 steals. Like, RJ at the 4 was the best defense I think he's ever played in his career.
I mean, playing with other engaged defenders will have that effect on you.
I think that might be his career high in blocks in a game. I don't think he's had more than 1 block in a game before. Okay, no, he's had 2. And it wasn't his career high in steals. He had his career high in steals like his rookie year. He had like 6 or whatever. But like, yeah, like that's a lineup they should be experimenting more with. Like RJ at the 4, especially with Grimes, Deuce, and Quickly. Yeah, and then like run a small ball. Do it with Randall. Like run RJ at the 4, Randall at the 5, and just have a bunch of like length and defense on the wing and shooting and passing and just like cook that way. So I'm glad he's at least doing it now. So good for him.
Wow, Bulls and Hawks going to double OT.
Yeah, soften them legs up, boys. Soften them legs up.
Honestly,
I don't know who I want to win that game.
I'm just hoping, guys just run up their numbers. I'm just trying to see stats accumulated.
I kind of want the Bulls to win just because that means that the Knicks would have sole possession of 7, which is good. But at the same time, though, like if the Bulls lose another game, then like we might bury them before Christmas. And
man, Trae Young is awful this year. 5 for 18. Jesus.
Do not get me started on that mention, bro. Because, bro, he put up numbers and people just look at the numbers. But like, dude, Trae Young has been ass this year.
And he's not a good leader. I mean, Hawks fans will tell you that.
Dog, that locker room is in shambles. His coach hates him. His co-star hates him. The rest of the locker room hates him. And he's ass.
It's looking bad over there.
Like,
and they gave up what, like 2 first-round picks for it?
2 unprotected first-round picks. And the shorter Hornets picks, which it doesn't matter. But like, son, what? Like, what does he do good right now, man? Like, he's not good at anything. Like, he passes the ball really well, and that's fantastic. But like, he is such a negative.
Never mind. It looks like the Bulls won.
Oh, they won. Oh, because DeRozan got fouled.
Of course. He
Hawks, what happened?
He always gets fouled.
Dude, I don't know what it's been, but like the small point guards this year have been in shambles. Like Trae Young is garbage. Fred's
been bad since February of last year, though. So
yeah, Fred, he got hurt, and like Fred is like wanted in the state of like he's wanted in the country of Canada right now, dude, because they are mad at him.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my god, like
he pulled a Julius Randle on them.
I'm telling you, bro. Jalen Brunson is the best of the midgets. He is a king of the midgets right now. And
Hawkeye 420 says Knicks picking us up where the Giants have failed us this past month. True.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about
Stacy. Yeah, I watched like the first.
I watched the first quarter and they scored 2 touchdowns and I went back to bed.
I didn't go back to bed. I went to go do something else. I just went to keep my mind occupied.
I was like,
I just kept getting the score alerts on ESPN. I just kept seeing Eagles score.
I got Sunday ticket. When you just see them Sunday ticket highlights rolling, you're just like, oh, this game suck. And then like I saw that punt and I was like, all right, man, they're not winning this game. That's the game where you got to go back to the showers.
Facts. JL says, maybe I just feel like hating. Respect. But Randall averaging 7 3-point attempts per game kind of nasty to me. He took 11 threes today and only 27
He's shooting
minutes.
like 34%, which is average. So whatever. Like
it's still a lot though.
The thing is,
I feel you, JL. I like better when he's rolling to the basket.
Yeah, I agree with that, but at the same time though, like he's turning those mid-range attempts into threes, which is what I think a lot of people wanted him to do for the last 2 years. Because like the one thing I had a problem with his All-NBA year was like he did not take threes. He only took 5.5 per game, and that was a late game boost. That was like a late season boost where he started to launch threes. The fact that he's launching threes now is good. Of course, I don't want to see him take 11 and 27 minutes, but again, a lot of those are heat check threes. Like, and if he's gonna hit again 30, like he's been at 36, 37% since like that 0 for 11 stretch he had in the first 5 games of the season. So like if he's gonna keep doing that, he's at 60 true shooting, bro. Like it's fine. I'm okay with it because he's still taking his 2s and he's still converting on his 2s. His 3s give him the ability to draw gravity and then open up a dribble drive game. So I'm okay with that.
What is happening at the end of this game? Why does the score keep changing?
Nate Young, Nate McMillan. What happened? What? How did the Hawks win?
AJ Griffin just hit the game. Yo, what? Yo, this league is on drugs, yo.
Dog. I'm telling you, bro. The Knicks are literally going to make it to the playoff by just being king of shit mountain.
This league is insane.
Dude, another AJ Griffin game winner, dude. Oh, Boomer
What
Knicks
is
Twitter go
this?
be. Boomer Knicks Twitter about to be like, see, you
Why
gotta
did
have
we
this.
why did we trade the lottery pick we had? We could have had AJ Griffin.
Jalen Brunson is hurt right now. AJ Griffin not hurt. AJ Griffin make game winner. Jalen Brunson ain't make no game winner.
Speaking of Jalen Brunson, Jordan Bubb says if 30 had stayed in that game, Brunson probably wouldn't have gotten hurt. I'm crazy for saying that because King's game would have been over in the third. Probably. Butterfly
Like,
effect.
I mean,
You
I
never
get
know.
it. I get it, but at the same time, that's a bit of a reach, I want to say. So
What?
wait, what? What happened?
I'm like looking at the shot AJ Griffin just hit. It was like one of the fakest shits you've ever seen.
Okay, I gotta pull it up now. Cause now I'm curious. Cause I ain't watched that. I ain't watched the end of the game. Like what? Nah.
This league is insane.
Okay, dude. All right. Okay. Better get Chicago mudded. Let's go. That was a game you can't lose if you're a Knicks fan. It's because somebody you hate gonna lose. Great times, dude.
I mean, I am not complaining with the Bulls losing at the buzzer. But yeah, I mean, it's a great Jordan Bubb. I don't know if you could really say that. If Randall had stayed in the game, then Brunson would have got hurt. Wouldn't have gotten hurt. I mean, you got to think of the butterfly effect there. Maybe if he stays in the game longer, Brunson can rest a little bit longer. And he's not in when he gets hurt, so maybe there's that. I think he got in because the game was getting a little bit too close for comfort. But you never know. You can never be too confident with these things. And you know how Thibs is. He's gonna get his starters back in at one point or another in the fourth quarter. So
yeah, but yeah, Chicago might be done, dude. Chicago feels like they're just done.
Time for them to sell.
The thing is, like, who the hell wants what they got? Like, what are you doing? Like, is DeMar DeRozan putting you over the hump in the playoffs? DeMar DeRozan in the playoffs? No. So, like, and Zach LaVine got Laffy Taffy knees. I ain't trusting that. I don't even think the Knicks want it. Like, bro, they're probably gonna be like, dude, Julius Randle's better than you, and Brunson is better than you. What are you gonna do for us? And they are. Like, the only person I want, the only people I want in the Bulls are like Pat Will and Alex Caruso. And I don't even want Caruso like that if they got Deuce.
Caruso's gonna be a warrior. Steve Kerr was telling him that he wants him on the team.
Of course he does, because like they need to replace GP2 anyway.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's time for the Bulls to sell. I mean, next two games, Knicks got to smack the shit out of them, so that way they can start their selling early.
Yeah, like I want them put away by Christmas. That'd be nice. If they put away by Christmas, I'd be so happy. That's my Christmas wish. Like, that's all I want. I want the Bulls mudded. I want them to like be done. I want them to be done.
Jordan Bubb, RJ at the 4. Do you have any thoughts? Yes.
It's
so
good.
We finally got to see RJ at the 4 minutes. It took Obi dying, basically, Randall getting ejected, Brunson getting hurt, and Cam being exiled. It took all those things for us to finally see RJ at the 4. And guess what? It works. It works. Who could have guessed that it worked? Yeah, I mean, this is one of the better matchups to do it against because Harrison Barnes and Keegan Murray, they're not really the most overbearing of fours in the league. So it's easy for RJ to like really get his offense going against those guys. And he was able to just do his thing in that fourth quarter when he was playing the 4. He kind of played the Julius role where they got him the ball in the post and he was able to just do things. And, that was fun. So, yeah, I can't complain. I finally got to see it. And, wow, what do you think? What do you know? I was right about what I expected to see from it.
It's good. And I just want to, say RJ Barrett's been, a really good groove these last 7 games. I feel like his passing was really good. It kind of just feels like the 4 spot. can be leveraged to like open up a lot of his passing, a lot of his ability to like play that dribble drive. Like the dude is 6'7", look probably like 230 right now. The dude's jacked. So like, yeah, plus like his ability to like do stuff as a weak side rim protector. So yeah, like it works. I should there's like moments for it to be used, and I think this stretch the moment to be used should be like now. How like yeah, I would just use it more. I was gonna say maybe they use it next game, but like I don't know because Randall will be playing. So, but yeah, it's a good lineup. It should be used more.
It shouldn't take all of this for us to finally see RJ at the 4, but I
Yeah,
can't complain. We finally got it. I would like to see RJ at the 4 more. I mean, my ideal scenarios included more of like Cam with RJ at the 4 and like stuff like that. But
but Kim is in Siberia, so that's not happening.
Cam is in what you call it. He's in exile, so
He in the gulag.
he is
Yep.
unfortunately. So I mean, we'll see if we get any more RJ at the 4 minutes. But I did like what I saw today. I just think it just goes based on matchup. I think the Bulls are a perfect matchup to go with it against too. Because the Bulls like to play DeRozan at the 4 a ton.
Yeah,
And I think RJ can match up pretty well
and
with him if
Javante
he's
Green.
locked in on him.
Yeah, they got Javante Green at the 4 minutes, dude. Like that is the game to go small if there's any. Hell, it's Vucevic and Andre Drummond. Just go small. Like run them off the court, dude. Like it's we should not be letting Vucevic put up numbers against us, defensively or offensively. That brother is buds.
Yep. Ace Bouchard says, shout out to Sabonis for still sucking at basketball. Yep. I mean, he had 20 and 12 tonight, but I mean, it doesn't really mean anything because like
Mid-ass 20 and 12.
it didn't lead to a win. So
Also, low key, like Vucevic got decent numbers. He actually might fetch a decent package. Some team might trade for him.
maybe
Like the Bulls and Wizards gonna be interesting around the trade deadline because like
they got a lot of pieces they can all sell off.
Kyle Kuzma
Porzingis.
he's getting traded. Like oh shit, yeah, Porzingis. He might opt out. Dude, imagine if
Porzingis been hooping this year. He could end up getting traded.
Dog, imagine if Porzingis opts out. That'd be
sick.
Yeah, I think he is. Because
trade deadline is gonna be very interesting.
Imagine the Lakers get like Porzingis or some shit. The most injured front court of all time. But it would be so good for them.
But both of them been hooping this year.
Yeah.
They've been hooping. So I mean, yeah, it wouldn't hurt for them to do that.
Yeah, Porzingis had 30, 15, and 5 on his Julius shit. That's crazy.
Been hooping. I mean, him and Kuzma, they've been hooping. I know Suns fans, they've been asking about Kuzma, so they'll be definitely on him if
Kuzma makes more sense for them.
If they can't get Randall.
Kuzma makes way more sense for the Suns than Julius does. Because Kuzma could just Kuzma and McCall on the defensive end is like terrifying. And Kuzma could be the scorer that they need. Because they're missing decent scoring when CP0 plays.
Yep. All right, Jordan Bub says, who will start for Brunson on Wednesday if he misses a game?
IQ.
He's not starting IQ. This guy never starts IQ.
Yeah, he's starting.
He's never starting IQ.
Okay, but the context.
He's starting Deuce. He's starting Deuce. He's starting Deuce. Yes. He started Deuce in his rookie year over IQ. He's gonna start Deuce. He's gonna start Deuce.
That was different. I have faith in Tom.
He started Deuce. He started Deuce in his rookie year.
To keep Obi and IQ together, but Obi's hurt, and I think that at this point IQ's the clear backup point guard.
Hammering Deuce. Hammering those odds. Whatever odds those.
If he actually starts Deuce, I'll be disgusted.
You know he's going to. I don't know why are you trying to talk yourself into him.
Jalen Brunson will come out in a whole ear cast and start, and then he might get the jump ball, and then what'll happen is he'll call it he'll foul somebody, and then he'll put in quickly to say that he didn't start.
He refuses to start IQ. He has had so many opportunities to start IQ. Every time we are depleted like this, due to injury, COVID, whatever it may be in the past, but he has refused to start IQ, and I don't think it's going to start today.
Also, fun fact: the Knicks have a top 10 defense.
Oh wow, they do.
Yep, as of right now, the Knicks have a top 10 defense.
Impressive. I did not know that.
Tom Thibodeau needs to let everybody know what his prayer is because, god
Son,
damn,
he's Teflon.
for
He's Teflon.
dude,
Nothing's gonna get to this guy. I mean, Mavs game was like perfect opportunity to get absolutely canned. Comes
like
out and now it's a 4-game win streak heading into a game versus the Bulls,
2 games against the
who
Bulls,
2 games against the Bulls,
and then the
who are
Pacers.
about to sell probably, and the Pacers, who probably should be selling pieces like Buddy Hield
Like,
and Miles Turner. But
oh,
yeah, I mean, he is doing some type of black magic something.
sorry about that. I unplugged my headphone. Anyway,
But yeah, he's doing like some type of witchcraft or something.
I don't know what it is, dude, but like they have a top 15 offense and a top 10 defense and a positive net rating. I think this team is good. I don't know about you, but I think this team is good. But then people are gonna be like,
Oh,
well,
they asked IQ about like how does he feel about if he gets more starts with Jalen Brunson hurt. He said, "My guy is hurt, man, so I'm not really worried about who is starting and who is not. My teammate is down."
dog, and people be like, why don't the media get access? These questions suck.
These discussions suck ass, bro. Like, what are like okay,
Dude,
like who cares if he gets starts or not? Like IQ's gonna hoop whether he starts or he comes off the bench.
like this is why they don't let you be into the postgame preferences.
Such stupid questions.
Like,
Like,
this
how
is
about like what is your approach gonna be heading into this next game versus a Bulls team that is such and such, and you list like all these stats, like what is like their 3-point stats and all that stuff, because like that's something that the Knicks have been keying in on. Like these are the type of questions you ask. You don't ask like, oh, hey, how do you feel? You might get some starts now that Jalen Brunson's hurt, huh? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like, what kind of questions are that, yo?
and Tom Thibodeau in the back, like, no, he's not. Like,
Yeah, he's letting folks know. He's like, don't worry about it. He's not getting no starts. Deuce is starting.
quickly knows he gonna play like 37 minutes off the bench just so he can say Deuce we're about to get the most mundane start of all time, and then quickly go come in and literally do like the Derrick Rose or Alfred Payton shit and just play like the entire second half.
It's insane. But yeah, I mean, shout out to IQ, media trained also, as well as, just a good guy altogether.
Do you need media training for that, dude?
Not
Like,
really, but I mean, some other person that's not like has no background or at all whatsoever might say something different. But yeah, I mean, shout out IQ, good guy, just cares about playing, winning basketball and winning on the court. I mean, tonight he had great segue for me to just jump into his stats tonight. But he had 12 points off the bench, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. There was this really nice scoop layup that he had. Like he's been really getting to the basket with ease.
yeah, he was really nice tonight, dude. Like, I don't think he had to like let me pull up the box score again, but like it wasn't the most like efficient night for him, and the 3 balls aren't working.
It wasn't.
Usually doesn't work. It didn't work for anybody tonight, so I'm not too mad at that. But like, I think his 2-point prediction has been really, really solid lately. So I'm happy to see that from him.
Yeah, I mean, he was 1 of 5 from 3, 4-11 from the field altogether. He had this nice scoop layup. Like he went like, oh, he had like basically like he picked it up off the dribble and then like went around dude and scooped it up. But yeah, his drives to the basket have been getting really good and consistent lately. So that's been encouraging to see. I know a lot of fans, they've been concerned and they've piled onto him because he's not someone that drives to the basket as much, and he's definitely changed that as of lately, as of recently. I mean, I think like his rookie year, he used to take a lot of threes. These last couple of years, he's been like doing more work in the mid range and getting to the lane. So that's been really nice to see. And when it all comes together as a whole, that's what's going to be even more fun to watch.
Yeah, like I'm looking forward to like when he starts to hit his stride the way he like should be hitting his stride. It'll be really good to see.
And even now, as he's not really in his stride, I mean, he's still being able to produce. He's putting the ball in the basket still, but he's still giving you stuff defensively. I mean, defensively, you can't say how much, and you can't really talk about how much more. I can't even. My words are not coming out.
I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying, though. I hope everyone else gets what I'm saying. But yeah, Yasser says, I know Thibs gonna have a smirk on his face starting Rose next game. Oh man. You know it's coming.
Oh, absolutely.
You know
Like,
it's coming. It's either that or it's a deuce start. He refuses to start.
if it's a do start, I would feel disgusted.
But
And not because of dudes, but it's just like, dude, come on, man. You can start a manual quickly. It won't hurt you.
it pains Thibs to do it. You know it does. It pains him to do this.
That would be the filthiest start. Like that at that point, it might just be personal.
Yasser says all RJ needed was to see some ass shake at the club and came back moving like prime Paul George.
You know what? I'm telling you, bro. Like he earned every bit of that twerk win he earned tonight. Every bit of it. You better walked it. You better.
Sometimes all you need is a night out on the town, man.
My man earned a motorboat tonight, easily. Like I need him to like. They better spell his name right.
Yeah, I was just about to say, hopefully they spell his name right next time.
But like, I'd like, he deserves that. Like, if he gets his jersey retired tonight, he deserved it. He deserved it. Like, my man played the entire second half. Him and Grimes, they probably ain't gonna do that. Grimes probably just gonna be a family man or whatever. I feel like Grimes like the most. Like, I feel like Grimes beat Legos or some shit. I don't know, but like,
he just be on TikTok. He's a kid.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's a TikToker. Anyway.
Yeah, he's a TikToker.
Oh, him and Mitch are disgusting people. But like, yeah, I just kind of feel like RJ Barrett gonna be in the club tonight, and he just gonna be like, hey.
He gonna make sure no one got their cameras out next to him.
No, but they was taking. He was posing for the pictures though.
He was. Like, first of all, I don't know why they took a team trip to go see.
It was A Boogie
in 2022.
Of all people,
Can we grow up, please? RJ Barrett, let's grow up. A Boogie in 2022.
RJ Barrett listening to A Boogie might be the saddest thing for his development.
We can do better than that, dog.
At least some Shaq. If it was some Shaq, I understand. So K Flock, cool. A Boogie.
It's 2022, man. You got to grow up.
Like
A Boogie was for 2016, dog.
Not even, bro. Like nobody. Man, he could have been to a fucking 5-year. Like he could at least show us the 5-year shit or something. I'd rather him go to like a Fabulous concert, a Jim Jones concert. Something.
I'm crying.
Like A Boogie gotta be the worst choice, bro. Only thing worse is probably Lil TJ.
Oh no.
That's the only thing worse.
Yeah, that's definitely worse. Way worse.
Like Lil TJ, A Boogie. Like I'd rather you go to an Ice Spice event. I'm not even kidding. Go to an Ice Spice event. Over that shit, man. Oh my god.
But I mean, yeah. I mean, he definitely, sometimes all you need is a night out on the town, and that'll get you right. Let's see what other comments.
Jericho's sister left the club and he was cheesing, bro. Like
he ain't getting no flack too. He ain't getting no flack because my dude is just a bench dude right now. He's just a rotation player.
Exactly. Oh, bro. Until you get paid, you got ultimate leeway. Dude.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Once you get paid,
once you get that
eagle eyes on you. Eagle eyes on you.
Bro, Jericho Simpson was like, he was smiling and shit too.
He was chilling.
That was his first time.
He was like, I got my new contract. I'm just a rotation guy. I'm the 9th man, whatever it may be.
Man was out there. That was his first time in the TNA bar, and he was just like, hey, I got money for this now. He was. God. Now I'm wondering who else was there.
I think Deuce was there.
Of course, Deuce would be there.
I think Deuce was there, and there's probably some other guys there, but they weren't in the pictures.
Deuce had no holes in West Virginia. I get it.
Oh my gosh, let my son rock.
Bro,
does he have a girlfriend though?
I don't know, but like, bro, what hoes you know in West Virginia?
Oh my gosh, leave West Virginia people alone.
That's like the whole Midwest. We don't care about that shit.
Jordan Bob says Levine and DeMar DeFrozen. Ooh, like the DeMar DeFrozen dig right there. Against that Knicks defense, it will be easy sweep in Chi-Town. I mean, yeah, when it comes to them, their team is like, I mean, you gotta know what you're gonna get from them. So it's like nothing that's like too
Don't gotta
crazy. I
defend.
mean,
You don't have to defend the 3 point line, and they don't take no threes.
yeah, I mean tonight, I mean their best 3-point shooter tonight was Kobe White. And if he's gonna be the one to beat us, then whatever. I mean, today they shot 25% from three. I don't know how much they're shooting like on the year. But yeah, I mean, Pat will not gonna really give you anything from three. DeMar DeRozan doesn't
Yeah.
even take a three.
Wait till Pat will become a Knick though. He could be special. He could
Nick
be the kid that was promised.
Vucevic only took 2 threes tonight. Levine took 5, made 1.
Bro, Zach LaVine might be in part of Good Dude University soon. It might be over for
He was
him.
trying to be Mr. Efficiency Man tonight. I don't know what's up with him.
He tried on his. He
You
was on his
playing
KD.
39 minutes and your team needs you and you play Mr. Efficiency Man, but whatever. I also needed him for a parlay, but yeah, we won't speak on that.
Betting on Zach LaVine is nasty.
Yeah, I know there's certain players I gotta stop betting on this year.
Like you gotta bet on nothing but parlay respecters. Like Anthony Davis is a parlay respecter.
Kuzma been a parlay respecter.
Kuzma, Porzingis,
low key been a parlay respecter.
Yeah, like you need parlay respecters.
They wasn't all playing today, so I can't really,
I feel like Zion been a parlay respecter too.
Definitely has.
Zion up there. Low key, if you want to keep it a bean, Ayton been decent. Ayton been decent except for like the one game where like he sucks it up. But Ayton been like a decent parlay respecter too.
Halliburton.
Bogey too. Bogey up there.
Mm-hmm. Matherin.
Yep. Indiana is just full of parlay respecters. I'll give them
definitely
that.
are.
Yeah,
definitely are.
You could bet on Indiana and you feel good after the night.
That's Giannis.
Giannis always a parlay respecter. Give him his props. He wasn't tonight though. Ew. They lost to the fucking Houston Rockets.
Yes. I'm telling you, the NBA is on drugs right now.
Is it gonna like this is worse than like the 50 game a night? Like everybody actually no, fucking Joel dropped 50 tonight. But yeah, that whole 50 game, like somebody dropped 50 a night stretch in the NBA was the nastiest bit of hoops I've ever seen. Like Karl-Anthony Towns had 50. I was like, he had 60, and the next game, like Kyrie Irving came out of nowhere, dropped 60. Sadiq Bey had 50, bro. That's what I knew this league was not real. Oh.
But yeah, I mean, Chicago, I ain't worried about them.
Yeah.
I think what we've been doing on defense, we continue to do. And it's gonna work to our benefit. I think playing a team like them actually kind of even helps us even more, just because they don't take threes or they don't hit them the way that other teams have in the past. So we can even focus in more of our defense in the paint, which Thibs will like be gushing over himself because of it.
Also fucking Grimes against DeRozan go be.
I think it's gonna be on Zach.
You want to put RJ and DeRozan? I'm not actually against that. I'm okay with that. RJ and
because like he has like the brute strength that you need against like a DeRozan. Yeah. It's just is he gonna be disciplined enough to stay down on all the
that
fakes?
Makes sense. Which is why
Grimes matches up with the athleticism of a Zach LaVine.
I can get that, and also like IQ starting as well feels like really good for that defense.
Yeah, definitely does.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there, but like, I do like the idea of I think I like Grimes a little bit more than on DeRozan more than LaVine, because I feel like LaVine just kind of been so garbage that like you could get away with it and be okay.
Eli Manning had 504 on his show. What?
Yeah, bro. Eli Manning was in the stew.
Oh yeah, that's who he was in the studio with. Yo, Eli Manning. Yeah, that man is enjoying his retirement. Respect.
So Eli Manning he's on the Hall of Fame media tour.
I respect that.
I do, because like that's my goat right there. That's the greatest New York athlete of all time. I don't care about no Jeter. From the teams I root for, at least. I don't care about no Jeter. Jeter's whatever.
Yo, Yasser really hates RJ, bro. Yasser says RJ was a shooting guard coming out of college, and now we're happy he's playing the 4-man. I know that slob was breathing mad hard today, playing those minutes. He need to lose weight ASAP. I don't agree with all of the sentiment. I agree with some of it in terms of he does need to lose, I think, some of the muscle that he gained. But I think playing the four, I think playing the four, us being happy with him playing the four is more a testament to his versatility. I think, um, with the added strength that he does have in the moment. So I will say that.
Um,
I will say I also do miss his athleticism when he was when he was coming out of college, but I do appreciate the versatility that he has in being able to play positions like 2 through 4. So I won't complain there.
that was personal.
Yeah, I don't know what RJ did to you, dog. I don't know if like he like
Shit.
bagged some shorty that you was trying to get or something, or like I don't know if you like mad at like his pregame outfits. They pretty bad, but I don't know if they warrant this level of hate.
No, that they're he dressed like such a Jamaican. Oh my.
But yeah, I don't
And
know what RJ did to you, dog. But I hope whatever it is that like you heal from it, whatever it may be. Cause like this sounds like some personal hatred. Like this sounds even more like this sounds worse than the Randall hatred I've exhibited.
uh,
This I've said something like this.
uh,
I haven't said anything this bad.
all right, all
I've
right,
talked about him on the court, but like I haven't gone that deep.
all right. That's fair. But like, damn, bro, he didn't lose some weight. He huffing and stuff.
I legit don't know what this guy did to Yasser, but I hope
Oh,
Yasser heals, man. I
oh,
just hope Yasser heals.
that was so foul. I loved it though. That was great.
Virgil X, yes, you did miss everyone's favorite part of the show. Sorry you had to miss that. You can always rewind and go back and catch everyone's favorite part of the show. Um, let's see. But yeah, I mean, I would say let's talk about our next matchup, but I mean, Hawkeye Voice when he says Yasser is a Tyrese Burn.
I ain't never gone that far. I ain't never gone that far. Look, I keep it on the court. Actually, no, I don't keep it on the court. I be saying RJ Barrett got more development than his tattoos and his
No,
skills.
you just hate that he's like Canadian. I think you just hate Canadians.
Not true. Fuck Canada. What they got?
But
Drake?
yeah, I would say that I would say let's talk about their next matchup against the Bulls. But I think we spent a good part of this show talking about the Bulls enough already,
Could we
and we
just
have them
pound
for
them?
for 2 straight games. Um, it's time to
Yeah.
get into my bag on Twitter of bothering Bulls fans.
Oh,
So
you know the one Bulls fan who could get so much smoke, and you know what I'm talking about.
yes, I do.
Oh, it's gonna be.
I've been quiet on Twitter bothering other teams' fan bases this year because
Oh no, but we
our
above
team has
500.
stunk. Our
We
team
above
has stunk
500
at
now.
certain points this year.
It's time. We
Our
about to
team
come
has
out.
stunk at certain points, but I think it's time.
We coming out like cicadas. Like we've been waiting. We've been in the woodwork. We holding up slander. Like we was holding a hand out, and now it's about to be the boy. Like, oh, I got smoke for teams. I've been wanting to say the Kings stink. I've been wanting to say the Timberwolves stink. I can say that now. When you above 500, you can talk shit. That's the rule. Ah.
All right, but yep. I mean, good win, 4 game win streak.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to make it 6 these next 2 games.
Make it 7. Let's go. Let's aim high.
All
Fuck
right,
it. Let's beat the
7.
Warriors. The Warriors are ass on the road.
They are.
Let's just
It
keep
would
winning
be
till
fun
Christmas.
to beat them at MSG.
If we just keep winning till Christmas, I'm happy. That's all I need.
I
That's all I
mean,
need.
this slate, this stretch of games coming up isn't too hard to really.
Yeah.
It
I
isn't
feel
too.
like this is a good stretch for the team to get into their groove. And like you've seen it so far, where like they've gotten into their groove off this stretch, and now they're just clamping teams, and they have an elite defense, and now their offense is like solid as well. And it could be even more solid when they hit their threes. Like
Yeah, that's
imagine
something that the team hasn't been doing, which is like kind of
weird,
surprising and weird.
but like
I
once they
mean,
start hitting them threes, ooh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
yeah, I mean, guys like Brunson, you expect them to get better. I mean, a lot of his threes last year were created for him, so that's part of why he hasn't been that good. Um, you're hoping that Randall's a little bit more efficient than he is tonight from 3. Probably not taking as many as 11, I would say. You're hoping that Grimes can like continues to be more consistent. And you're hoping IQ. I mean, IQ is someone that's what someone that you really rely on to really hit those threes. So there's also that. But yeah, there's definitely some room for improvement on the 3 point end for our team. Um, and it's just gonna be. It's only a matter of time, I think, that there's regression to the mean. There's law of averages, all those things. They're on our side.
Thing is, like, yeah, like this is good right now, but saying like stack these wins now, like keep on pushing. Let's get to the All-Star game, and then like let's get to the trade deadline and let's see what happens. Like, I don't think the Knicks are gonna be buyers at the trade deadline, but like
They're gonna be sellers to a certain extent
to a certain extent. But like I feel like
with
I wouldn't
guys
be.
like Rose, Fournier, Cam, possibly.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they sell IQ though. I think that's kind of that ship is kind of sailed. They're winning now.
Man, they can't sell IQ. You can't sell someone who has this high of an impact on winning
Yeah, I agree.
just to get off of somebody. Like whatever those reports are, I'm
Mm.
I'm totally not buying it. Just because IQ is too much of a winning player, he's been a constant no matter what. Like he's been the one person whose role hasn't decreased at all this year. Um, and like the Knicks have continued to win, and he's been a huge part of that. So I just can't see them moving off of him. Um, which is different from what we've been hearing in certain rumors to a certain extent in
Mm.
certain reports. I mean, if you haven't been living in under a rock, we're referring to the reports that the Knicks would be willing to attach Cam slash IQ to Fournier or Rose to
Which I
get off their
doubt because
contracts.
I always doubted that. So, but yeah,
Yeah, I
ultimately,
don't buy it. IQ's too good.
plus like they need Fournier's contract makes way more sense as salary in a trade if you're gonna try to get a guy. So
Yeah. And hopefully the Knicks are smart enough to keep IQ and keep him here for the long term. Continue to increase that role that he's had, and
mm-hmm.
just see where it goes from there. He's been really good. Hopefully the Knicks start him next game. Like holy shit, like just start him, please. I don't care how much rest Brunson gets. Let him rest that ankle for like the week. Let him be ready for the Golden State game. Like that's the game where you're really gonna need all your horses. So let Brunson rest till then. Give IQ some run at the starting one, and just go from there.
We'll see. Let's hope. Let's hope.
All right. So next game is Wednesday versus the Bulls. That is going to be on ESPN as well as MSG. Um, so you guys don't have to be tortured by that ESPN um broadcast. We will catch you guys then. If you're watching on Twitter, head over to the YouTube, hit that subscribe, hit that like button. We are trying to get to 1K subs. Definitely helps us out a ton if you guys leave a like and subscribe with the YouTube algorithm and all that good stuff. We'll be back on Wednesday. Check out the description for everything Strickland related. On YouTube, we got the links to the Twitter, the site, the merch, and the Patreon. All great ways to support us. We are also now on Instagram at thestrick.land to get all your Strickland Knicks fix there, just in case at any moment there is still that underlying thought that Elon Musk can hit the self-destruct button on Twitter by accident or on purpose. We don't know what goes on in that man's head. But if you want to still get your Nick Strickland fix, if that ever does happen, you can follow us on Instagram at thestrick.land. And we are out. Peace.